Who the hell can wait till morning? Talk now at latenightsportsradio.com.
Hey. Come on, let's go. Yeah!
87 Sports Fans live on Late Night Sports Radio, the second segment of the program. Keith Grieve and Steve Taylor here from 87sportsfans.com. If you want to call in and join the conversation, the phone number is 585-633-7487. That's 585-633-7487. Top of the hour, Jim Saranteas from thefantasygreek.com will join us for the NFL Hour. Always a hoot and a half.
I like football.
Everybody likes football.
I like basketball, too, though.
There's always room for Jello.
I like Jello.
You know what? I had this random memory of one of our old friends from high school, Master Coops. I don't want to say his name if he doesn't want his name on the internet, but you know who I'm talking about, right?
What was your hint?
Master Coops.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and doing his impression of Walter Peck from Ghostbusters. Turn these off. Turn these all off.
He was awesome. Speaking of which, for those of you who do not own Ghostbusters 1 or 2 on Blu-ray, the 30th anniversary edition of the 4K high definition remastered Blu-rays, $15.99 for the 2-pack.
Come on.
So I bought them today because I owned it on VHS, and I'm like, well, I'll wait to see the Blu-rays. $15.99 for the 2-pack of high def super duper ones.
It's probably $15 for the first one and 99 cents for the second one.
Ghostbusters 2 has its merits.
No, now I cannot see you extolling the virtues of a movie where supposedly is not the right word. The first movie was fantastic and establishes.
The first movie is one of the greatest movies ever made.
Establishes this franchise, and then they take those characters and they have that. It has them piloting the Statue of Liberty with a NES advantage.
Yes, that was awful.
Oh my god!
Even though they did use the NES advantage, that was pretty cool. But that movie has parts that are very entertaining. I did like certain parts of the villain. I loved Peter McNichol as Janosch. I thought that was a great character. He cracked me up. The beginning actually was really good. Like, I enjoyed the beginning. It's just once like the slime stuff really kicked in, and then the Statue of Liberty jumping the shark, making the toaster dance. That was all kind of.
He is Vigo. You are like the buzzing the flies to him.
His character was great. Like, I could watch that movie just for his character.
And the Bill Murray or Dr. Venkman. I know what his problem is. He's missing his cat. He's got Carpathian kitten loss. We'll just put one in over here by the castle. No, go. Please go.
Yes, go.
You go.
See, that's what I mean. I mean, there's still some great parts of that movie. It's just, it had some awful. The Statue of Liberty, like, if they could have done something different than the Statue of Liberty, I think it would have saved that movie. But the Statue of Liberty it was like the what do they call it now? Instead of jumping the shark, they call it nuking the fridge because of the last Indiana Jones movie. That's kind of what it did. It nuked the fridge by making the Statue of Liberty walk.
At least there was put a little love in your heart, right? Or it was your love is lifting me higher and higher.
Yeah, Little Love in Your Heart is Scrooged, which is awesome. Great movie.
One of the best closing scenes to a Christmas movie, but I would venture to say any movie.
Especially because I saw it in the movie theater.
Oh, well, naturally.
And seeing that final scene in the theater where he's talking to the audience was fantastic. And people actually actually started singing along. Like, it broke apart in the crowd. It was kind of cool.
Well, that's fantastic.
I love Bill Murray.
That's fantastic. All right,
And speaking of Bill Murray, he was in Space Jam, which is a basketball movie.
So let's talk basketball, shall we?
Let's talk.
So everyone, there's an article, and I haven't read it, but the headline is how Kobe is basically costing the Los Angeles Lakers. So, look, I never supported him or them offering him the contract that they did. I don't blame him for signing it. I blame the Lakers for offering it.
Yes.
Because everything that we've said was going to happen has happened. They haven't been able to sign major free agents. Nobody wants to play in that situation because they know it's a turd pool right now. And yesterday, I know they won the game, but when the Jazz and the Lakers starters were on the floor, the Jazz were just whooping them, something awful. And there's that video that was going around Twitter of Kobe getting just burned on a crossover. I mean, Father Time is an MFer is what I tweeted. And I know that there's some upside to this Laker team. It's just not much, and I just don't see a plan going forward. Do you think that the Lakers are going to basically be in a holding pattern for the next two years while Kobe plays out this contract?
Yes. Because just what we were saying, the contract is the albatross that's just hovering over them. But then also, he still has that chip on his shoulder, which, in all due respect, he earned. But if you're looking for the betterment of the team, having that chip on your shoulder that you are the person, you are the man on that team. At his age, if they want to get some of these younger guys, you cannot have that mentality. Because, frankly, Kobe's, in my opinion, he's done. He's in the Jordan on the Wizards stage. Still has great talent. Still can be a top all-star player. But I think he's going to have that issue where he's going to try to do things that he was able to do when he was younger and just not be able to do it. We've seen it. I've done that. Last time we played basketball, I would run up and down the court like I did, 10 years prior, and after the first game, I thought I was going to die. And it's just, you look at Kobe, he's not going to be able to be the player he wants to be for a full 82-game season. He's just not. I don't know if his body's going to collapse. I don't know if he's just going to have a breakdown. Something's going to give. Unless he can change his mentality, which I don't think he can. You have a certain ego that comes with the success he's had.
He's got an ego because of he's a Hall of Famer, and that's great. But ESPN ranked him the 40th rated player in the NBA right now. And whether or not you agree with the number 40, he's not that much higher on the list. You know what I mean? How many other players would you take above him right now? Coming off the leg injuries that he had, being as old as he is, I know we hate to say it, but he's in the sunset part of his career right now.
Yeah, and Nash is a perfect example of this. When you have a player that suffered multiple injuries at their age, there is a very good chance that there's going to be another injury. Better than average chance that there will be another injury. Which is sad to say because I don't want that to be the case, but you just play the statistics, it's going to happen.
Well, it's what happened last year.
Yeah.
He came back, played 8 minutes, and it was over. It was done.
I don't know. It's like I said last season, the Lakers made a huge mistake by not following what the Celtics did. You just, at some point, you need to just hit the reset button. Try to get what you can as far as draft picks and whatnot and build for the future. Holding on to the past and trying to scrape to get a playoff berth, it's just not worth it. Not with the NBA the way it is. The NBA is nothing but a few power teams. You look at Houston, loaded with great talent, and it's headlined by a handful of all-stars. Same thing with San Antonio. Same thing with Cleveland. Same thing with Chicago now. Same thing with, I mean, you can even look at the Indiana Pacers. I mean, there was a story today about Paul George is shooting jump shots now.
Mm-hmm.
So you look at him, I mean, even if he doesn't come back, or even, I mean, people didn't think he'd be able to play at all this season. But what if he has one of these crazy rehabs where after the All-Star break he can come back, maybe limited, but can still come back and play some minutes?
Well, if you watch that video, he's got no spring, but it's a first step. You know what I mean? It's not like he's coming.
That's
back
what I mean. I mean, look at the progress he's made since August 1st when he the injury happened. It's only been 2.5 months since the injury happened, and he's already up walking around shooting jump shots. So give him another 4 months. I mean, who knows? Who knows? And that only makes them more dangerous. So I mean, it's just it's a league that's, unless you can get a nucleus of young talent that can draw some of these 30-something superstars like a LeBron James to your team, knowing that could be their last chance for a championship. You don't see that with the Lakers now. The Lakers looks like the Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Who wants to go play with the Golden Girls?
And you got Steve Nash, who can't stay healthy, who threw out his back carrying his bags. Okay, and if he doesn't play, Jeremy Lin, he's banged up. And they're already dealing with the injury list up and down the whole roster.
Yeah,
it's going to be a very, very bad year. They might win 15 games. It's going to be a very, very bad year. Very, 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 very bad year. All right, so
it's going to be interesting to see.
Let's bounce around the scores and see what pops up. What's going on in the preseason tonight? The New Orleans Pelicans beat Washington.
Can't say that name.
I know.
I don't know why.
I know. Washington Wizards. I still want to call them the Bullets. 88-84. Anthony Davis with 14 points. Omer Asik with 11 boards. Tariq Evans with 7 assists. Kevin Seraphin leading the Wizards with 14 points. Marcin Gortat, 9 rebounds. The Wizards, in that Eastern Conference, we were talking about it last week. We were trying to rank the Eastern Conference teams. The Wizards, they might be a 4 seed in that conference, depending on what happens. If Gortat takes that next step, not that he's ever going to be a dominant big man, but if he can be another option, Are you there? Am I talking to myself? I'm talking to myself. All right, my turn to carry the show. The Cleveland Cavaliers beating the Bulls 107-98 tonight. A 32-30 second quarter. Fantastic. But the Cavaliers eventually pull ahead. This all coming after LeBron James's comments that they have a lot to do to catch up to the Bulls, but purely from a chemistry standpoint. Thank you, LeBron, for taking the statesman's way out, but I just don't think you really have anything to worry about. The Bulls